Hey team, I wanted to jump on here this afternoon, this closer to this evening, and visit with you guys about some things that I've really been thinking about. Today you saw some amazing training videos that Melissa Corbin and Casey Bond did, and I was going to kind of wrap it up and talk about the importance of our supplements and using them and why they're so critical when you're losing and even into maintenance, and how they really help you from gaining your weight back. So I have a couple of key things that I wanted to share with you, because a lot of people don't understand why you just can't eat food that we normally eat and, lose the weight. And there's several reasons. First of all, just some more of the scientific underlying things that happen are when your body starts burning and breaking down a lot of fat, it also runs through the stored up nutrients that it has. So it's really important that you're replacing that nutrient with a really high quality supplement. And what's so great about our supplements are they are highly quality controlled. And that's why you see so many of the amazing health testimonies that we have along with the weight loss, because it's not just about weight loss. Our products come from the very best sources. They are the way that they have the, Mark talked about the iron and how they wrap amino acids around the iron that we put in our supplements so that the body's able to absorb them. They formulate those things specifically so that we get the very best bang out of taking that supplement, whereas a supplement that you may buy over the counter, even prescription, is just a piece of iron that's hard as a rock. And if you were at the city meeting this week, you heard him talk about that. And so it's so crucial that as our body is getting into fat burning mode, that we're replacing those nutrient stores, because bottom line is we are just not getting that from our food these days. It doesn't matter, you buy organic, food just isn't what it used to be. And we all know that. And the typical American diet, let's face it, sometimes we do have to run through the drive-through, you know what I mean? And so it's important that our body is still getting those nutritional facts that it really needs, and it's getting a really high quality source of it so it actually can utilize it, and it's not causing other problems such as constipation. A lot of times you take a prenatal, what happens? You have a really bad belly ache, and then you get really super constipated, right? Well, that's because the ingredients aren't very high quality. Okay, so that's one of the reasons why supplementation is so important on our plan and not just eating the ketogenic lifestyle. Okay. Number two thing I want to talk about is energy. With a ketogenic lifestyle or a low carb lifestyle or even a carb cycling lifestyle, those are several of the things that we implement, we coach on here, primarily ketogenic, but we do, also coach low carb and carb cycling. Energy levels, sugars and carbohydrates are easier for your body to burn as energy. But the problem is your body burns through them very rapidly. So when it burns through nearly all of that glycogen store that your body throws in the liver, and it gets close to being empty, it tells you, give me more, give me more, give me more, because those carbs and those sugars are very easy to burn. Well, what happens is that when the body never runs out of glycogen for energy, it stores the fat to be burned later, okay? The problem with that is it stores it in places where we don't want it to be stored. Heart, liver, arteries, places like that it's not good. So on this system, sometimes people, when they just eat the food plan, will have a really low energy and the cravings will be uncontrollable. So those are some things that our supplements really help attack. Okay, they're going to help give you sustainable energy. We have products that are going to help give you energy on a cellular level, and that's so critical, because I don't know about y'all, but I can't function with no energy. I've got 3 little kids, and I've got a husband and several full-time businesses that I tend to, and I've got to have that sustainable energy. Now, also, you've got, it's a beautiful thing when your body starts burning that fat. It is like a different metabolic process. It is like your body switching engines from burning diesel to gasoline. That is literally what your body does when it goes from burning sugars and glycogen to burning fat. And it's awesome. And it's also a really highly significant fuel source for your brain, your heart, and your liver. Those are things you can look up and read about it. It's amazing what it does. So it's, supplementation is so critical for that energy and for that focus and for that feel good on this system, because people that normally do this without supplementation will hit those lulls, and they'll cave to the carbs, where we don't do that because we don't hit those lulls. Cravings is another thing that people deal with on, just doing the low carb diet without supplementation. Cravings are real. And I don't care who you are or what you do, you're never going to be able to overcome your cravings alone. And I know that because I've been doing this for 2.5 years, and I still use the supplements for craving control because I like that extra boost of confidence to know that I can walk by those cookies at church on Sunday morning and say, you know what, I'm good. I have my lean shake and my coffee. I'm going to be okay. I don't need that cookie. And I know how bad it's going to make me feel. Our supplements help your brain tell your mouth and your stomach that you are not hungry and that you don't need those sugars and you don't want them and you can bypass them. That's another important part of our system and what they do. And then also another thing I was going to talk about is slow digestion. A lot of times when people change their diet, in an attempt to lose weight, and they do implement a ketogenic diet without supplementation, they will get severely constipated. Why? Because it's such a drastic diet change. And you're eating a lot of proteins, you're eating a lot of fats, and your body's not used to that until it becomes fat adapt. Our supplements are really going to help tackle that head on, right? Okay. We actually have several that are going to help with that. We're going to have the Flush, the Action. Believe it or not, the XR2 helps with constipation. And then also the Cheat. Those products are going to really help make your digestive tract run very smoothly, which is so critical because you've got to go to the restroom. You've got to have bowel movement in order to be losing weight, okay? So we talked about a lot of different things, and I want to kind of go back over them. Burning through your nutritional stores. What's going to help combat that? The Action and the Global Blend and the Zip Sticks and the Lean. Those are all nutritional supplements. They're the foundation of our system. Okay, energy and cravings. What's going to help with that? Well, we've got several. We've got the Zing, energy, craving control, mood enhancement, put you in that good mood. We've got Accelerate. We've got the XR2 that has craving controllers in it. The Lean helps with your cravings. The Cheat. And then the Spring helps with energy and mood and focus. Okay. And then the last thing I want to talk about is the mood. Because when you do traditional low carb diets, your mood is usually really kind of crummy because sugars and carbohydrates give you that instant burst of that feel good. And when you have those, a lot of times people will come, you'll hear people say that they've tried the low carb diet without supplements and, I was just so moody and so grouchy. Well, hence why we need supplements, because those supplements naturally enhance your mood, naturally enhance your feel good, and they compensate for that. So you don't feel like you need to go eat a box of cookies to get that feeling, because nobody wants, and then after you eat that, you have that high and then you have that really low and you feel guilty and you feel bad about yourself and your guts hurt, and then you're like, well, I feel bad. What am I going to go do? Well, people tend to go eat another box of cookies and then it's a vicious, endless cycle. So that is a little bit of just kind of my thoughts I wanted to share today, because I have, we've been doing a lot of coaching and a lot of, just talking about the system and why it works and why it's so significant. Okay, now jumping over to the other side of maintenance. I know for me, I've been in maintenance for about 2.5 years. I lost 15 pounds in about a month, dropped 4 pant sizes. Been able to maintain that now for 2.5 years. Why have I been able to maintain it? Because I still use my supplements as tools. I don't use everything every single day, but I tell you what I do use. I use Zing in the morning, along with my Global Blend and my Action. I use Lean periodically in the mornings, especially when I'm running behind and I don't have time to grab breakfast. It's a quick on-the-go nutritional breakfast that starts me off on the right foot. I use XR2 as needed. I mean, I'll be honest with you, as needed. I got 3 kids. XR2 is my go-to right-hand man. Those are my day-to-day in and out, what I go to for maintenance, because I always need energy. I always need help with my cravings, and I am not giving up my Global Blend or my Action for anything because I don't get sick anymore, and that's priceless to me, because I'll be real with y'all, private insurance is not that great, and I don't have time to be at the doctor's office and paying for prescriptions. So, get with your coach. They can help you figure out that maintenance plan. When I go on the road or I travel, I use Cheat and Flush pretty regularly because I'm not always eating the way I do at home. I don't always have those really great food options. So I make sure to use my Cheat as a calorie mitigator and to help me, you know, to stay on track, and for digestion, because it's important to, you know, go every day. And then I use my flush so that I do stay regular and I don't get that bloated and, you know, get all those toxins built up in my system. So that's a reason why supplements are still important even in maintenance mode. And you'll have people ask you that. Do I have to still use supplements in maintenance mode? No, you don't have to. You can eat the food plan, and you know, you can probably maintain if you are very steady and you don't, you know, you're very dedicated. But I'll tell you, it's hard and real life happens. And I love my tools because they give me a crutch. So anyways, thank you guys for jumping on and listening to me. Sorry this video is a little bit longer than I had planned, but I wanted to go over some of this information because I feel like it's very important and stuff that people need to know. I love educating people on our system and our food plan, and learning about why these supplements are so crucial. Thanks, guys.